Are we ready?
And boys and girls, this is David Shannon. Yay!
Hello,
David.
Hello, everybody. So, are we all done with Halloween now? Is anybody still wearing their costumes? A little bit, maybe? You know what I was for Halloween? Santa Claus. Yeah, because I got a Christmas book. Yeah, freaked a lot of kids out, too. They'd ring the doorbell, trick or treat. I opened the door and went, Happy Halloween! Ho, 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 ho. So, I was, you guys might not know this, but the very first version of No David, have you all read No David?
Yeah!
Oops, sorry. The very first version of that was a book I made when I was 5 years old, and you've never seen that version. It's in my closet. My whole day's been going like this.
This is Jonathan now.
Sit there all day. Is Helen here too?
Helen, I will see later today.
Okay.
I wish you would.
I have an unexpected friend from grade school here today. So, anyway, the first version I made when I was 5 years old, and it was only 8 pages long. I drew a bunch of pictures of me doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do. And the only words in the whole book were no and David. Those were the only words I knew how to spell. So my mom saved it. She showed it to me about 10 years ago. And I said, this might make a good children's book. So I made some new pictures, and I made up some more words. And that's the No David you guys have seen. So a while ago I was thinking about, well, when did I get told no the most? What time of year did I get in the most trouble? And it was definitely Christmas. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. One is that there's so many temptations at Christmas. You know what a temptation is? A temptation is when you really, really want to do something and you're not supposed to. So there's lots of those at Christmas, huh? And then the other thing is you get kind of excited at Christmas too, so everybody gets a little wound up. And then the third thing is that your mom is always a little bit tense at Christmas. That there's so much stuff to do and your grandparents are coming. So if you put all of those things together, that is a recipe for trouble. So then I went back to my original book that I made when I was little, and I looked at that, and one of the pictures was of me messing around with the Christmas book. So I said, well, that's it. I'm gonna do this book. So this is the book that came out of it. And I think I'll read it to you. Now, do you guys mind if I wear my hat? Just to get into the mood a little bit. Okay, I'll show you what I look like on Halloween. It's like that.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Then you guys are supposed to go, ah! At Christmas time, everyone always said, no, David. Right, and look, David's drawn himself with a lump of coal. Do you guys know the whole thing about the lump of coal? Did you get on Santa's naughty list?
Yeah.
No presents, just a lump of coal? Yeah. You know, I don't actually know anyone who's gotten a lump of coal. I must have come close a couple times. So here's one of those temptations I was talking about. No peeking. Have you guys ever peeked? I peeked once. I didn't peek at Christmas. I peeked at my birthday, before my birthday. I found out where my mom was hiding my birthday present. It was in the closet. And I peeked. Because I looked for it. That's know what it was? Something I really wanted. It was something called Captain Action. And it's like G.I. Joe, only you dress him, instead of an army man, you dress him like a superhero. And it was really, really what I wanted. So that was cool. You know what? I'm going to answer questions at the end, okay? That way the blood won't run out of your fingers. So, but you know what? By peeking, I ruined my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because on my birthday there was no big surprise. I already knew what I was getting. Not only that, I had to act like I was surprised, so I wouldn't get caught for peeking. And so it was about the worst birthday I ever had. So, in all these drawings, I'm always drawing David doing something he's not supposed to do. But I also try to make it look like a disaster's going to happen. So you can see, he's probably going to fall, isn't he? And everything's going to come crashing down, and he's going to get caught. David, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
You better not be peeking. Oh, see, now this is another hard thing about Christmas. There's so many goodies and yummy stuff to eat. And a lot of the time you don't get to have it, do you? This one says, no snitching. Yeah, because your mom says, no, you can't have one. Those are for your class party. Or those are for the bake sale. Like, there's a bake sale. So, and look, see, David's trying to sneak one. His mom's going to turn around and go, David! He's going to whip his arm back and hit the eggs and the flour, and all of that's going to go on the floor. She is going to be mad. You are right about that. Okay, now here's the one that was like the original book, right? Those are not toys. What are they? Ornaments. That's right. And that's one of the cruelest, most unfair things about Christmas. The Christmas ornaments look like the coolest toys you could possibly imagine. And you don't get to play with them. What's the big difference between toys and Christmas ornaments? They break. Yes, to 1,000 million pieces. Oh, I don't think I can show you guys this one. You guys read No David, right? You remember when he runs down the street naked? Okay. Well, now it's winter, and there's snow. And he's still doing it! Oh, no! Holy mackerel. Now, a lot of kids ask me, they say, are you really David? Did you do all those things? Were you that bad? And well, you could ask Jill. She was around then. Yeah, she'll vouch for it. Well, I did some of the things David does. Okay, I did a lot of them. But not all of them. Some of them were things that my brother did, or my friends did, or in this case, my nephew did. Yeah. And you know what? This painting is actually more true to life than the other ones. Because you know where my nephew lived? Alaska. Yes. You know where he lives now? Florida. And see this little white dog right here? Does anyone know who that is? Yeah, this is Fergus. That's my dog. And I have to put him in all my books or else he gets mad at me. And then he starts moping around, and he won't eat his food. It's just generally miserable to be around. You know, I did a whole book about him once, called Good Boy Fergus. There it is. There he is.
I had that book.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Ever since that book came out, he's impossible to live with. He thinks he's a big movie star now because of that book. So he wears sunglasses around the house, and he thinks we should take a limousine for his walks. And here's another hard thing about Christmas. Be patient. You know, you have to be patient just for Christmas to get there, don't you? It's like from Thanksgiving on, it's like, I can't wait. And right here, David's in line to see Santa. There's Santa all the way down here. So that line is really long. It's always long, isn't it? Yeah. So David's mom is probably saying, "Stop pulling. Sit still. Quit squirming. Be patient." And you wait, and then finally, when he gets to see Santa, instead of "be patient," it's "hurry up." What kind of deal is that? But look at that list. Yeah, he's put some effort into that. David probably started his Christmas list on the 4th of July. So, and there's some normal stuff on there. There's stuff like a bicycle and a fire engine. But there's also weird stuff. A Bigfoot suit. 100 cheeseburgers. A whatnot? What is a whatnot? A Ferrari? You guys know what a Ferrari is? It's a yeah, it's a very fast, very expensive car. And I don't think David is talking about a toy Ferrari. You think he's going to really get a real Ferrari? No, I can't shoot. I don't think Santa would approve of this one. Now, you guys haven't grown up with a lot of snow around, so I'm not sure you're going to know what's going on in this picture. But see if you can figure out what David He peed, didn't he? Yeah. Now, see, I grew up in Washington State where there's a lot of snow. So this is a boys' activity. And the goal of this activity is to be able to write your entire name before your ink runs out. Yeah. But I don't think Fergus approves. He's kind of thinking, naughty list, naughty list, naughty list. Yeah. Now here's another snowy thing. Snowball fights. But look, David wrote it in. So it says, Santa's going to bring you a lump of coal. And you know what? This is just David's luck, too. I mean, everybody's throwing snowballs, right? But it's David's snowball that breaks the window. So everybody stops. And they look at the window. And they look at each other. And then at the same time, they all yell, "Run!" David's left all by himself. Yep. Poor martyr. Hey, now, I don't know about you guys, but when my grandparents came to dinner at Christmas, it was like they brought this whole new rule book to the dinner table that I never got to see. So the only way I found out about these rules was when I broke them and I got in trouble. And it was stuff like, "Don't start yet. Did you seat your grandmother? No yawning at the table. That's the wrong fork. Sit up straight. Don't reach. Put your napkin on your lap. Get your elbows off the table." Yeah. And you know what else was weird? Was my mom acted like I knew all of these rules. So like she'd turn to my grandmother and she'd go, "Honestly, he knows better." Yeah, but it was new to me.